Kendrick Lamar dropped the biggest bomb in hip-hop by releasing a diss track 30 minutes after Drake released his own diss track. In a span of 24 hours, we got a second diss track by Kendrick Lamar titled 616 in La. And then later Drake released Family Matters, a response to Euphoria and 616 in La. But then the world was shocked when Kendrick countered immediately with one of the heaviest diss track in music history titled Meet the Grahams. The cover art of this diss track shows items which belongs to Drake such as Ozempic and Zolpidem prescription pills, Maybach gloves, Nadine Gossin jewelry receipts, vintage shirt. Kendrick Lamar allegedly got the suitcase containing all these items from Drake's dad Dennis Graham. The worst part is how Kendrick dropped his song 30 minutes exactly after Drake dropped, which emphasizes that Drake really has a mole in OVO, as Kendrick said in his previous diss track 616 in La. There is no way that Kendrick knew when Drake was about to drop and what he would say. Drake talked about Kendrick's family and Kendrick talked to Drake's family. The biggest bomb in the song is when Kendrick mentioned that Drake has a daughter that he had kept hidden from the world, and the daughter is of age 11. In verse 1, Kendrick seems to be addressing Adnis, and he criticizes harshly Drake for being an absent and poor role model. Kendrick offers himself as a mentor, giving advice on how to be a strong, disciplined man who doesn't make the same mistakes as Adnis's father. In verse 2, Kendrick admonishes Drake's parents, Dennis and Sandra, for raising a horrible person and enabling his toxic behavior and attitudes towards women. The verse accuses Drake of being a predator who mistreats and sexualizes black women and surrounds himself with enablers. In verse 3, Kendrick appears to be addressing Drake's abandoned daughter, apologizing for her father's absence and failings. He encourages her self-worth and reassures her that his new album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, aims to help children like her cope with an absentee parent. In verse 4, Kendrick directly calls out Drake for personal attacks on his family. It criticizes Aubrey's character, vices, lack of authenticity, and treatment of women and children. The verse accuses him of lying extensively about various aspects of his life and career. Kendrick didn't even go hard on this one. This felt like a therapy session to Drake's kids mixed with a family meeting. Drake's track would have hit a lot harder if it had time to breathe before Kendrick addresses his family. These last two offerings makes this whole battle diabolical masterclass. Kendrick, Meet the Grahams, was a high-level masterpiece, and Drake, Family Matters, was a masterclass of reclaiming narratives. But Kendrick's rapid response and timing was ultra-strategic and effective in hijacking the news cycle and will age extremely well.